lunch, even afternoon. Okay, so then where are you trying to go?
Let's stay on for now till the concert at 8 p.m. Okay. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to the very first Northwest Idolfest. We are so excited that you're here.
I'm so happy to see you. But seriously, we're so excited that everyone could be here to join us. You know, this is like an event by fans for fans, first and foremost. Those of you who've been anime con-goers, I'm sure have seen how hard it is to find idol anything at anime conventions. Yes. And so we thought, let's change that dynamic a little bit, you know? Let's actually have a place we can all come together, congregate, and celebrate the thing together that we love so very much.
Or more succinctly, what if? Oops, all idols.
Yes.
Anyway, speaking of, we have some really great guests joining us this weekend who are all right outside, waiting to grace the stage with their presence.
So, first and foremost, Fluff, is everyone ready? Perfect. All right. We'd like to announce Aminyon, first and foremost. Please come join us on stage. Aminyon is a former professional idol from Japan. She's been there and back again and lived a life and has so many stories to share with us this weekend for it. And
welcome. We're so excited to have you.
Thank you. Next up, we have Megan Shipman. You may know her as the voice of Hanamaru and the dub of Love Live Sunshine, as well as the recently announced ADR director for the Nijigasaki dub. She is also an enormous idol fanatic through and through, which is why we're so happy that we could have her join us. Megan, come on in.
Yo, I didn't know that.
Next, we have Phoebe Chanchi. Phoebe is a VTuber and idol based out of California. She is an amazing singer and performer and will be showing us so many beautiful things this weekend. Phoebe, please come join us. And last but not least, if you've been a member of the Love Live or Genshin Impact communities, you have certainly seen them in their many cosplays. Please welcome Yo Fanatic, Rin Taicho.
Oh.
And now, if you guys would be willing, just starting with Ami and headed to the left here, if you have a little, say hi to everyone.
And please feel free to tell everyone about your panels, what you're going to be talking about, what time they are.
Oh no.
Whatever you'd like to, Anna.
I don't remember.
Just a description will be.
Just come find me.
Hi everybody, I am Amina Dijan, also known as Aminyan. This convention is really great. I did an idol panel at YomaCon when I was in high school, like maybe in 2011. And this is before Love Live was really around and Idolmaster wasn't that big back then. And there was hardly any people at this panel just because idol culture had not spread that much to the convention circles back then, but now I don't know, it's really heartwarming to see so many people here in support of idols, whether they be 2D or 3D. I have a panel tonight at 10 p.m. about the Ravier industry in Japan. It is 18 plus. I have another panel tomorrow about the idol industry in Japan. I think it's at 1 p.m. So I hope everybody can come. I'm glad to see you guys here.
Hello, my name is Megan Shipman. I like idols. And then I somehow got to do idol shows. So my name is Megan Shipman. I am a voice actor and an ADR director now. Ooh, so fancy. But I've worked on, our lovely announcer said, I've worked on, most recently, Love Live Nijigasaki dub. Please, I know that people either look, I love the dub. I don't care about the dub. But the best part is I've never had people be like, this sucks to my face. So that's really nice because I feel like idol community is yeah, whatever, it's fine, whatever, it exists, and more idol fans, yay. But yeah, so I worked on Nijigasaki. I was Hanamaru. I also have done music directing for shows like Zombieland Saga, more idols. I don't think there's any other idols that I've Oh yeah, show by Ralph Mashmaidash. I directed that. Super fun. we're gonna talk about idols all weekend, and I can't wait. And it's so exciting, and I love it. And so yes, I'm in the vendors hall. I got pretty artwork that I'll sign for you. And then also, I'm having some panels that I do not remember the time. But I know I'm doing something today at noon. I think that's the, I don't know, I'm doing an auditioning panel, so like if you're like curious about like, ooh, what is it like to audition for anime? I'm doing a panel about that. And then also just kind of a general like Q&A, let's just talk about whatever you want to know about dubs or anime or how we make stuff in general. So it's gonna be fun and I'm excited, and yeah, thanks you guys.
Hello. Mic check.
Hey, please, mine.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Sharing is caring, you guys. Hello, I am Phoebe. I do a couple different things. I am a VTuber. I'm a weird VTuber that also shows her face. I am an idol that does solo stuff, but also performs as part of an idol group called Fairy in California. And I'm a very, very baby voice actress. I've provided my voice for the visual novel Wildfire Ticket to Rock. I have provided my singing voice for Noise Starlight, which is a mobile game coming out early next year. And then something that I'm not allowed to talk about, but that's voice acting life. Megan knows. I am just so happy to be here. This is my first time traveling for a performance event outside of California at all, and it's also my first time being a special guest at an in-person convention. Very, very honored, especially because I think that this con is spearheading bringing idol culture to a wider audience of anime fans here in the US. And I'll be performing at the Northern Lights Idol Festival tonight, where there's going to be a bunch of really cool performers and DJs, so please feel free to check that out. I am the second to last performer. And tomorrow, I will be doing my own solo concert at 2 p.m. It'll be here, I believe. And immediately afterwards, over in the room across, I'll be doing a signing, and I'll be selling my CDs and my merch and stuff. I have some new merch that I brought specifically for this con. Thank you so much, Fluff, for helping me put that together. And yeah, I hope you guys can enjoy both my original songs and a bunch of anime covers that I prepared for this weekend. Also, Runka Best Girl, Macross Frontier, let's go! Yeah!
Hello, I'm Rin Taicho. What do I call myself? I guess I'm a YouTuber and a Twitch streamer. About 120,000 subs on YouTube. That just happened this year. Just to get right out of the way, he, she, they, it's fine. You can use whatever you want for me. I don't know if you can tell, I'm a bit of a Yo Watanabe fan. But yeah, I made my thing on YouTube with Love Live. It really blew up all of a sudden 1 year. Since then, I've just kind of done a bunch of other things. This is the first time I've been a guest to a con, so this is really cool. I'm really excited. I want to see this one go, actually, because I have a lot of friends within the community too as well. I have some panels today, but I have no idea what I'm doing. So we're just going to chill. You can come and hang out. We'll talk about whatever you want. I'm just going to walk around and do nothing, say hi. I have nothing for anyone to sign. If you want me to sign anything, go ahead. I'm very approachable. Don't be scared, because most people are. It's totally cool. And that's pretty much it. Let's all have fun.
My name is Mikon Maru, and just like Dex has mentioned, I'm the head of events here at Northwest Idolfest. So, who is excited for this weekend? There you go. So, I'm going to come talk about the concert that's happening at 8 p.m., all right? So, this is going to be the essence of this con, aside from Phoebe's concert. It's a Sunday, and there's going to be many performers and DJs performing. There'll be, the lineup includes Nyaru, who will be broadcasted over here. And then afterwards, we have Jenny Bond. Then we have a DJ named Aphex. And afterwards, we Phoebe's coming up. And then afterwards, it's gonna be myself. You do not know, I'm Addison DJ from Vancouver, BC, and I performed since 2019 and did a lot of online sets. And now, this is gonna be my first in a real life person event ever since the pandemic started. So, yeah. I hope you guys will stay. It's gonna be from 8 to midnight, and we're gonna party up all night. So bring your pen lights, prepare your chants, and get ready. Peace.
The video that I released on YouTube, it's a cover, and it's very, very gay. So please enjoy. I'll be waiting in that forest from Yuri Kumaras.
Oh, Yuri Kuma.
Lots and lots of panels to check out. Please check out the vendor hall. And thank you. This is the first one. You guys are making history right here. We just time traveled a little. 子怎么样？하시나요？ Thank you. I put down my mask before I came up here, so I was just like, yeah, masks, yeah.
You hit 9 points.
Oh.
Yeah, because you're
Yeah, I'm gonna learn that.
Because it's really hard. I get anime. Like, I understand anime a lot. And also, whenever you work with like a new director, sometimes it's really hard because every director is kind of different, and you have to like figure out what do they like when they say this. What do they want from me? And so it can be kind of hard to figure out what. Like, it's almost like you're learning a new language when you work with a new director, because it's like, how do they work? Some people are really fast, some people are really slow, some people kind of just, you know, want to do X, Y, Z, or it's really weird. So I find the hardest thing is whenever I work with a new director. It's also, I think it was really nerve-wracking, especially doing just the Fire Emblem stuff I was just talking about, because not only am I working with a new director, Patrick, who's really great, and I was kind of having to figure out, okay, when he says this, what does that mean? Like, what do I need to do? And it's figuring out, it's really weird. And so in that first session, it was really kind of nerve-wracking, because not only do I have to figure out this new person and how are we going to communicate, this is weird, but also like you have these people that work, are basically, they're from Nintendo and they're making the game and they're on the call just to make sure like everything is staying faithful to what they want it to be, what they want the final product to be. They're basically there for quality control, like on the day of, you know, like, so it was.
So yeah, he is super well known as a musician in general. Okay, so some quick facts about Sunku. He is from Osaka Prefecture. He describes himself as a musician and a general entertainment producer. He was known originally for being the lead singer of the band Sharam. And he's also known in the West because he collaborated with Nintendo on the Rhythm Heaven, the Rhythm Sengoku series, making all the music and also providing some idols there too. And his main instrument is the acoustic guitar. So what does Sunku's music sound like? He says that he is very influenced by artists like the Beatles, Kaio Kyoku, that would be kind of like the origin of like what we know now as J-pop. All of these American and Western, like European 80s hits that he listened as he grew up, and disco or funk music. He really likes all of this music. In his own music, acoustic guitars are very prominent, and he made a lot of pop rock songs, and you can hear that in his music for idols too. He usually, for idol music, works with arrangers. That means he makes the songs, but then he works with artists like Dance Man or Suzuki Daiichi Hideyuki for the arrangement of the songs, like the final product,
Yeah,
right?
arrangement is a kind of a thing that's not very well known as a concept in the West, but in Japan, that's how a lot of their music is produced, is that one person writes the song, but then somebody else actually records all the instruments and the vocals for that song. So even though that person, wrote the song down on paper or did, the original version of the song, a lot of times they'll pass it on to someone who maybe just has more time or more experience with a certain music genre, who will make the final recording that you hear when you hear the song.
And they do that as well with the lyrics. Like they might have very prominent lyricists and arrangers and then composers working all together for just one song. And people know these names many times. Eventually, Sunku added dubstep and electro elements into his music, which is also very well known, and that's how Morning Musume sounds like now, and other Hello Project artists, and even like there are artists that emulate that sound of him. And finally, he was also very well known because he did a lot of the backing vocals on his songs, so you can hear like his voice. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his voice is he usually does it very exaggerated. He's not exactly trying to compliment or sing along with the other singers. He's usually just saying some random things in the background, almost like an MC, or sometimes like almost like a character that he's playing in the background of the song or something like that.
So, for each composer, we chose a noteworthy song, which could be like maybe their most well-known song or a song that represents his style or his music very well. So, I think everyone must probably listen to this, but we'll listen to it a little bit. This is Love Machine by Movement.
Northwest Idolfest, like get ready for his set.
And then we're done with dinner, and our friends like head off, and she and I are headed in the same general direction. She's like, oh, we'll catch the same train. And we get to my stop, and I'm like, okay, hey, I'm at my stop. Oh, I'll walk you home. So we get back to my B&B, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna go back out. Let me drop my stuff off. Do you want to come with? And we are at the arcades and the shrines, basically split up at 1 a.m. in the morning. And it was a wonderful, wonderful night in every way. And then the next day, I'm like, hey, this was great, do you want to do something like this again? Paraphrasing it, because, I was a little more lovey-dovey than that, but I'm making myself look less embarrassing here. And I noticed that, oh, okay, she was a bit distant, so whatever. We ended up meeting up a bunch of times over the next week, just, friends, hanging out, etc. So, Thursday night, the night before I go home to America, literally after spending 4 of the past 5 or 6 nights with her or whatever, she cheerfully holds out her phone to me at the train station after we've had this wonderful dinner and is starting to bawl, and the phone says I'm sorry I did not tell you, but I have a boyfriend. And if you've ever seen that bit where everything fades to black but the spotlight and you hear the glass shattering noise, that was what that moment was like for me. Because I'm like, oh, okay, you knew about this the whole time, but you're also bawling and I like you, so no, it's no big deal. There, it's okay. And I made it past the train station tile after we split up and said our byes, and then then came the waterworks. So that's my real life top 10 anime betrayal story. And the next trip over there, I met up with her again for dinner. I'm like, so how did this happen exactly? And of course she was drunk. And therefore had, a bit more bold than she otherwise would have been. Still a lovely friend, and I treasure her, but certainly not the easiest thing I've ever had to go through, although it does make for a great story.
No, I'm sorry, one second.